What is this love story Man City have with Chelsea players? Seriously? Chelsea Football Club is suddenly become like a shop window for rest of Europe's biggest club. One day it's Malo Gusto, another day it's Pedro Neto, and now it's Enzo Fernandez. Are Chelsea finally doing something right that every top club sees Chelsea having good players? Or are we looking at Chelsea Football Club where the best players can eventually leave and join someone else? This morning I woke up to Man City links with Enzo Fernandez. Now if you watched this channel before, I actually made a video of saying Man City are the only team that can afford Enzo Fernandez. And could this be a reality of Manchester City actually going in for Enzo Fernandez? Today we also talk about Chelsea's 1-0 defeat to Juventus. Should we be worried about the two straight back-to-back defeats in pre-season? We'll break down the transfer rumors. In the end, I genuinely want your opinion because a lot of interesting things are taking place at Chelsea Football Club. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Blue Nation TV. I am Derek. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and become part of the Blue Nation family. And one favor, I am seeing a lot of people watch the video, but they forget to like the videos. This little button tells YouTube to push the video to more Chelsea fans, and I need your help. This channel isn't about me, it's about us having a good and proper football conversation. So if you're enjoying this content, help your brother out. Now, let's talk Chelsea. Chelsea 0, Juventus 1. I know this is a bit late. First of all, don't panic. Yes, now we are on a back-to-back losing streak when it comes to pre-season. As a Chelsea fan, I don't enjoy it. If you're someone who has invested a lot of time in following Chelsea club, watching the pre-seasons, if you're at work and you kind of bunk your work hours and you turn on the phone to watch Chelsea Football Club, this is for you. Relax. But pre-season is exactly what it says. Preparation. Xavi isn't trying to win a trophy today. He's trying to understand the squad before the Premier League starts. Having said that, there's one thing that worried me from the game. Not the result, the goal. Type of goal we considered. Honestly, it's very old school playground goal. Juventus player had so much of time to pick his spot. He could have stopped, he could have tied his shoes, he could have looked back and still scored. Nobody closed down the space. Nobody put him under pressure. I don't know whether it was Dustin Satperv or Anselmo. You had to close down the gap. We were ball watching. And how many times did you actually see the Chelsea players actually do this in the games? Silly goals. Somebody had to step in, make the life difficult for Juventus player. And at this level, that's the difference between winning and losing. Now, let's be fair. There were a lot of positives to watch. I really liked what I saw from Palestra. I really liked what I saw from Quenda. If you've seen, both wanted to beat their team. They didn't just cut back and pass the ball at the back. We've seen a lot of recycling when Chelsea Football Club plays, when the team plays. We've seen a lot of recycling. Go forward, pass it back. Go forward, pass it back. The end product is kind of missing. These two players were brilliant. The confidence is something that you can't coach. But here is something what I noticed in these players. They are still physically raw. The Premier League is unforgiving. We all know that. If you're going to survive England and the physicality, yes, you need talent, but you also need strength. I hope over the next year, these boys actually put on some muscles. Strong, because Premier League defenders won't give them an easy ride. It could happen in other leagues, but not the Premier League. And this is something what the players need to take in very seriously. Put on some muscles, buddy. Kenda, Palestra, Estevo. Put on some muscles. What I do want for Chelsea fans is actually to be negative after one or two preseason defeats. A winning culture, it doesn't happen overnight. We are finally starting to see some leaders in the squad. We have the likes of Danny Welbeck, Jordan Henderson. We have Levi Colwill. We have Reece James. We have a lot of leaders now. We are starting to see Xabi Alonso's ideas. the movement, the positioning, the way Chelsea wants to dominate. Will mistakes happen? Absolutely, no doubt about it. I'd rather make the mistakes now than in August. Chelsea have some fantastic individuals, but we are not a complete winning team yet. So that tells us one thing: we have a lot of work to do. One area where I'm keeping my eyes on are the left wing back. The right side pretty much looks solid, but the left needs a lot of attention. Now, Fabrizio Romano says Chelsea are in final stages of finalizing the Pep Chaveria deal. It's for about 19 million plus add-ons. If that deal happens, does Xabi Alonso moves back to 3 defenders, or does he continue with the 4 in the back line? It's really going to be interesting. I think Xabi would change the formation based on what games he's facing and also depending on which opposition he's playing. That's something to watch for us. Let me know in the comments, Chelsea fans, which formation does Xabi Alonso actually follow? Is it the back 4 or back 3? We know with the likes of Pep Chaveria and Palestra, we have a good attacking on the wings, but the attack shouldn't be our weakness. Last season, it was all about Chelsea making mistakes, Chelsea getting red cards, Chelsea leaking in silly goals. Are we really going to focus on that and course correct or undo what we've done in the previous season? Do let me know in the comments. Now let's get to the interesting part. What's exactly Manchester City's issue? What's this fascination with Chelsea players? Enzo Fernandez, Pedro Neto, Malo Gusto, 3 players linked with Man City. Why? What I've realized is City just don't buy good players. They buy footballers ready to win. That's the difference. Chelsea are building, Manchester City are buying finished products. And maybe that's actually a compliment for Chelsea. Maybe we have developed players that even champions admire. Here's where I draw the line. Selling our best players to the domestic rivals? No chance. It's a completely no for me. Especially Enzo Fernandez. For me, he's untouchable. If City really came calling, Chelsea should just hang up the phone and say no, not doing business. Now, would I sell Malo Gusto? Maybe. If the offer is for around 75 million, that's a lot of money. And that's somewhere where we at Chelsea Football Club can start a conversation, because Chelsea do have options in those departments on the right flank. But Enzo, never. Pedro Neto, I would rather keep him too, because we have a lot of youngsters in that department, and having somebody who knows the Premier League for so many years gives us an upper hand. Now, here's where Chelsea should actually focus their time on, and that's exits. Axel Disasi has been linked with Crystal Palace. They want him. Loan with an obligation. I don't know if the deal is around 20-25 million. If Chelsea can get this deal done, good business. There is also Banyot Badshele. Napoli are pushing for him, and this is the only time where he's not injured. So Chelsea didn't even invite him for pre-season. It's good, because if he did come here, he would have been injured. We wouldn't have been able to sell him. So Napoli are said to be in talks with Badishele's camp. There is a loan option that could be an obligation to buy for around 23 million. Chelsea have a lot of centre backs. This one makes sense. So we need to get rid of a lot of centre backs. Unwanted, either we sell them or we loan them. That's the best solution for Chelsea. And as for Nicholas Jackson, there have been links to Tottenham. I would rather leave that one out for now. It feels more of a speculation rather than something concrete. I'm never selling a good players to Tottenham. No way. We did do some mistakes, but there is always a chance for Chelsea Football Club to not do it again. So Chelsea fans, what do you make of all this? Should we actually be worried that Manchester City are looking at our players? Or is it a biggest compliment to Chelsea? Would you sell Enzo? Would you sell Malo Gusto? Or Chelsea should tell every club our best players aren't for sale? Let me know in the comments below. I genuinely want to know what you think of it. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on the notification bell. And as always, thank you so much. Come on, Chelsea. See you soon. Mogaso.